When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Friday, April 25th. If you couldn't tell, I'm acting like a truck driver today, boys. What's going on?
Good morning.
10-4.
Over and out.
Breaker 19. So, fellas, I'm on the road. I took it from you. You guys went on vacation, so I said, screw it. Taking the RV, head to Texas. So I welcome you this morning from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Never been there. I do follow. I'm a big storm chaser, love chasing tornadoes with Ryan Hall, y'all. And he's often out in Oklahoma. I've never seen him myself, though.
Well, that's interesting because as we put the directions in maps today, it warned me that this route may be affected by a tornado warning. So you might be following Ryan, the storm chaser, loan officer, by the end of the day, but we'll see how that goes.
I would gladly do that. I could sit on YouTube all night and watch those guys.
But today, we're family. West Penn is family. We wanted to talk about probably the most unique mortgage out there. It's all about family. It's with Fannie Mae, not Family Mae. Hey, that'd be pretty good. And it's called the Family Opportunity Mortgage. And I'm going to toss it off to Ann so you can stop hearing me sound like a trucker.
Good morning. So, yeah, it is a very unique program where the child can buy their elderly parent who otherwise, cannot buy a home and or cannot work. They can buy them a home as a primary residence as long as the parent is going to live in the property as their primary residence with minimum down payment of 5%. Normally, something like that would have to be like an investment property or something like that, where the down payment is going to be a lot more, interest rate's going to be a lot higher. This is going to allow for a lower interest rate based on a primary residence instead to buy the elderly parent a home. So they have somewhere to live instead of assisted living or something of that nature. Same thing for a disabled child that, wants to buy a house, but otherwise can't afford it. They can actually buy the home for the child as a primary residence. Same way, minimum 5% down and get the lower interest rate option based on a primary residence. It is a unique program. I mean, there is some specifics to it. It can't be like a second home or an investment property. Has to be a single family. They have to occupy it as their primary residence, and they have to, they cannot be enrolled in college. So it can't be like a college dorm per se. There's a different option for that, but it has to be, primary residence. They're going to be living there.
Yeah, I mean, and to make it clear, the child can buy for the parent as long as the parent cannot afford it themselves. The parent can only buy for the child if it's a disabled child. So you can't just, again, like Ann said, it can't be, oh, my kid's going to college, let me buy them a property and use this program. That doesn't necessarily work. But we are literally discussing how you can purchase a home for someone else, of course, in this case, a parent, but you don't have to put your 20% down or 25% down. You can do minimum down payment and get in with those good low interest rates, that minimum down, and that's just a great product. If you fit that niche product of, hey, I need to buy my parent a house, but that does pop up fairly often.
Yeah, I think the biggest point of that is the minimum down, because a lot of times somebody that's trying to help out their parent, that might pop up suddenly. They don't have all that money saved up in the bank because it could have been a sudden family instance that happened. So I think that minimum 5% down is the best part of this actual product itself.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I mean, again, that's one of the main questions we always get no matter what program. Most folks are trying to get in with minimum down. Not everyone has that pile of cash sitting around to buy the home. And we all know assisted living, hell, you need to have gold bars under the bed to afford some of these places. So it's like, hey, maybe we need to downsize mom and dad. We just need to get them into a little one-story place, but you don't have to do it as an investment property. You can do it with Fannie Mae, West Penn Financial, Family Opportunity Mortgage. Give us a call if this scenario fits you or any of your borrowers. We're here to help.
Yeah, it's a great product. I think you just hit that nail on the head there with a certain other problem we have about not having those small homes for the people to downsize in. That would be awesome to have these little cottages somewhere that, you know, they could downsize and we could open up some opportunity for these first-time home buyers that are coming into the marketplace and still in the workforce. So I think, you know, developer Ryan's going down to look at some land in Texas to put some small 2-bedroom cottages on. So hopefully he comes back with a winner.
Man, you're going to call the president and ask him to get licensed in Texas, huh? That would be a tall task. But, yeah, we'll see what the land is like. Of course, we'd love to see more affordable housing. I think we need to look at turning commercial space into more affordable, usable housing for buyers, for sure. It's out there. People just need to use their brains, think out of the box, maybe get some of these crazy regulations off the book so it makes it easier for these developers to do that. But no, I think we'll leave the development to Burco Construction.
Can't even use a hammer, man.
And you looking to get in the development game at all?
No, man. No, I mean, I can use a hammer and all that stuff, but no, we're good. I'm going to stick to loans.
Well, cool. This is a great opportunity. So, guys, if you know of any buyers that are out there, if you have any friends talking about like, hey, I got to buy mom and dad a house, don't really know how to do it, don't know the rules, give us a call. We can explain it. We can break it down. We can get you pre-approved. You know, you can rock and roll with it. So that's all I have today. I'm going to continue on for another 11 and a half hours to Southern Texas. And I hope you guys have a great Friday.
Have a great Friday. Call me if you need me. Horns up.
See ya, fellas.
Later.
Tom, Ryan, and